Hello. Just gonna go through one of the box of 45, see if there's anything to show. Alright. This is a cover. Bit dark. Tony Borham. 10 cents I got this for. Can't remember when, but this is the one of the Beatles' best 45s, paperback writer with Rain. This is the New Zealand Parlophone label from the 60s. Much better looking than the Australian one, but much more colourful. God, I love this single. The follow-up to The Mighty. By God, the colour's shocking here today. It's a very hot and very, very bright light, so sorry about that. This is the great follow-up to The Mighty, Knickerbocker's Lies, the greatest Beatles single ever. It's even better than the Beatles, much better than the Beatles. Much rougher, tougher sound and better music. This is a follow-up to Lies. One Track Mind on the Challenge label. I wish I was down at my old Cronulla Beach today. Surfing Joe and Wipeout. Great single. This is an Australian London Records, American dot recording, so it's sort of like a bit of a mixed bag there. Great single. Oh, would you believe it? Another copy of Surfer Joe. Except this will be interesting for Ben in Melbourne. It says here, they've even put the date up there. March 1965, but that's not right. Surfer Joe was much earlier than that. But look at this, Ben. Dixon's Record Exchange. Now, we even knew about that in Sydney, that place. It was famous. Railway Road, Blackburn, 3130. Very famous second-hand record store. I think it was second-hand. A lot of these I've shown before. I'm just going to flick through ones that... Oh, what a killer single. My favourite Young Rascals 45, the first one. I ain't gonna eat out my heart anymore. Before they went all soppy and hippie, you know, this is a real punk soul belter. Great single. I didn't know I had this. I've been sitting around going, you know, like Procol Harum ripped this song off big time for their big hit Whiter Shade of Pale, and I keep saying I've got to get myself a copy of When a Man Loves a Woman by Percy Sledge, which was the inspiration for Whiter Shade of Pale. Guess what, dudes? I've had this for decades and I didn't even know I had it. When a Man Loves a Woman, Percy Sledge. Oh man. Oh, if you could see how shiny this is dreadful lighting. I'm so sorry. This is immaculate. It's mint. It's never been played. There's not a mark on it. I didn't even know I had it. And here I was sweating, going, I've got to get a copy of When a Man Loves a Woman, and I've had it for ages without even knowing it. I'm so glad I dug into this box. Oh, and here's the opposite. The Young Rascals ain't going to eat up my heart anymore. And this is where they turn to absolute rubbish. It's wonderful. It's a really creepy, hippie. Oh, it's awful. It's psychedelic, but it's really bad. I just don't like it. Oh, talking of, watched the live stream the other day, and they were talking about the mighty Otis Redding. Here's my copy of Dock of the Bay. I remember buying that at Miranda Fair in 1967 or 68, can't remember. I think it was 67. Working for the Man with the wonderful Leah on the B side, Roy Orbison. Bebopalula, Gene Vincent and the Blue Caps with the fantastic Woman Love on the flip. Great single, Aussie press. Hey dudes, bit of bubblegum. Adam and the Ants, Ant music. Now this is a terrific single. Ashton Gardner and Dyke, The Resurrection Shuffle. Oh. A couple of Jody Millers here. They Call My Guy a Tiger. And the big hit, He Walks Like a Man. A bit of lounge music coming up here. Martin Denny, Quiet Village, Bossa Nova. Terrific stuff. I got 2 copies of this, maybe even more. I love this song. This is Bubblegum coming up. Now the song's called The Rapper, but it's not about rap music because this is from 1960. I don't know when it was, but The Rapper by the Jaggers. You know, the rapper being a guy that can talk, get the girls with the talk. You know, 2 copies of that on Kama Sutra. That was the later Kama Sutra. Where, sorry about the light. It's just terrible. I can't help it. Dreadful bright light out here. Yeah, it's sort of. That was the later Kama. Well, this is an interesting one. I'm not a big fan of Cold Chisel, although I did see them live very early in a pub in Brighton Le Sands in Sydney on Botany Bay, and it was very early, I think, 75, and they were terrific live. But this is the only single I have by Cold Chisel, and this is a 1992 live version of my favourite song by them, Cheap Wine. And I think it's better than the original, which came out in the late 70s, because he wasn't so screechy. His voice had sort of matured a bit. And with the wonderful Khe Sanh on the B-side, all about the Australians in the Vietnam War. What's the time? Okay. God, I've got so many bloody Londons here. Johnny Burnett, Dreamin'. I stopped buying Stones records a long time ago, like 50 years ago, but somehow I've managed to pick up 3 later ones singles. I did have this album, Undercover of the Night, and I didn't like it. I bought it in the early 80s. I was in Canberra. I got rid of it, but I love the title track, Undercover of the Night. Love the production on it. Everyone's got to have a copy of this. Start Me Up. And I've got a soft spot for this one too. It's this sort of weird, creepy sort of a record, Emotional Rescue. Yeah. Now this is a classic. Better hurry up. Underpants. John Fox. Fuck, I love that. Brighter single. I just saw one here that Ben would recognise. Heavenly Pop It, The Chills. God, I love this. The Fun Boy 3, The Lunatics have taken over the asylum. Finchley Central, the new vaudeville band, the follow-up to Winchester Cathedral. I think it's better. My Boy Lollipop, Millie. God, there's some good singles in here. Oh, here's a good one. Classic Aussie band, well, Kiwi Aussie band, Healing Force, Golden Miles. They even made a compilation album of Australian music and produced by Roger Savage and Robbie Porter. Now, Robbie Porter was a pop star in the early 60s in Australia, and he was called Rob E.G., and it was an instrumental called 55 Days at Peking, was a #1 hit in Sydney. And my godmother's son, Teddy, had a birthday party. He was like 7 years older than me or something, or 5 years older. And then Robbie G was a friend of his, and he came to his party, and I was stunned. Here I am, like, 9, 10 years old, and Robbie G walks in, that late 50s, early 60s with the big quiff, and oh man, it was awesome. I'm getting chills up my spine just thinking about it. Okay, time to finish. Classic single, Mixed Up, Shook Up Girl, Mink DeVille. Nice little EP by Eric Burden and the Animals. Inside Looking Out, CC Rider. Don't Bring Me Down and Help Me Girl. God, this EP got an absolute belting. I got 2 copies. I belted the hell out of that one. Come on. There's so many here. Alright, trying to finish. This is a reissue from the 70s. Hot Smoking Sassafras by Bubble Puppy. I've actually got the original here somewhere, and that'll have to do for today. What's this? I've never played this. I'm not really a big Jim Reeves fan, but I just love this version of the RCA Victor. Well, there you go. I know why I bought it. It's a New Zealand. A New Zealand from Wellington. This is a New Zealand. It looks beautiful. I love the look of it. I must play it one day. And here we are to finish up a couple of beauties. I had 3 copies of this EP. I've given 2 of them away, but this is a fantastic EP by the Small Faces. Tin Soldier, Talk to You. Oh man, what a track. Here Comes the Nights and Itchy Coo Park. Great EP. Hurry up. And Oh Lonesome Me, Don Gibson. Quick. And and the first single I ever bought. Hard-Headed Woman. I bought this at a church fete, 1959. Bar She Blows. The very first record I ever bought. Second hand. It wasn't that old. It had only been out like 6 months earlier, so it was virtually like getting a new record for half price. Oh, and to finish, a promo copy of I Can't Quit Her by Gino Washington and the Ram Jam Band with a fantastic B-side, Put Out the Fire. Okay, thanks for watching.